What? What?
I'm just looking forward to seeing it.
This is fine. It's fine. We're down at Crescent Yamaha, and the R1, I know you're all dying to figure out what's going on with that, is in there. We're going to put it on the dyno. We're going to sort of gloss over the mild bits of damage and stuff to it, because it's really not that bad.
It fell over while you were on it?
It fell over while I was riding it.
Yeah.
In Mugello. Anyway, let's go in and
check it out.
Check it out.
I see you're kitted out in factory colours, mate.
Well, I'm absolutely factory right. Well, now Top Rack's gone. They're looking for a new hot talent.
Yeah.
And if you ain't crashing, you ain't trying.
Top Rack didn't crash by himself though.
Exactly. Well, maybe that's what they were missing.
Yeah.
It's a nice bike, isn't it, though?
Yeah.
So this is where the magic happens. It's James. He's going to be with our Dyno tech later.
Very well, mate. Thank you.
We've got our excuses ready.
This is what's left of it, is it?
Yeah. And actually, the wrap has done quite a good job. Like, really, that would have been absolutely covered in...
Okay, so you've taken it off?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, like
okay.
Underneath it.
Oh, yeah, I'll polish out.
Sorry. I mean, look, nothing's actually cracked. And look, I did get back on the horse and rode it, and it's fine.
Where's the rest of it?
That's it. That's all that came back. There's the wheel. That's fine. The rest of it's in here. It's all right.
It is all right, actually. Yeah.
There's nothing mechanically wrong with it at all.
Just no crabbing.
No.
No, just okay. A little bit of a.
That foot peg's a bit bent, and there's like a rubber bung from the clip-on has been eroded down.
Okay.
But it's minimal. It was super lucky that it didn't grip and flip the bike over.
Yes, it
so
is.
that is like a good thing. Yeah. So we've got the Dyno tyre on here. So
Lovely.
we're going to pull a couple of runs, plug it in, and see what's going on.
See how weak it is.
Well,
lean it is even.
Yeah, I think that's a better word, because really, in the haste to get it ready for the track day, it was like, oh, let's just get rid of this cat and just stick that on. It was a bit of a noob mistake, because the amount of emissions that's on these modern bikes, it just runs. It needs the cat to run it. So you can't just put a link pipe on and go, whoa. I mean, you can down the cafe and go, wait, my bike sounds mega, mate. Wait.
Throwing flames and
But it's not good for the bike. It's not good for the bike. So we're going to plug it into the dyno, get James to have a look and see what's going on with that fueling. And apparently, speaking to Mitch, there is actually because of the cat, they totally turn the injectors off when the throttle's closed.
Okay.
But when you've got a flashed ECU, you can open up that throttle off, so it still has a little bit of fuel in it. And they have to turn the injectors off because it kills the cat, apparently.
Right.
So it does something. So that's all the complicated shit to do with emissions, modern bikes, which is exactly why you need to come to somewhere like this.
And that's where you crashed.
And that's why I crashed.
Yeah. So we're not gonna. We decided we're not gonna fully map it with the kit ECU because you need the kit loom and lots of money to do it. We're going to do it a bit rogue.
Yeah. So GYTR do GYTR Yamaha. They do have a kit ECU. But you can't just plug the kit ECU in. You then have to get the kit loom, and then none of the other handlebar switches works. Then you have to get the handlebar switches, which would be cool, but you're looking at a hefty bill.
Yeah.
So we're going to do it a slightly renegade way. Don't tell Yamaha.
It's our bike.
It is our bike, but we just need to.
Oh yeah, but it's going to invalidate the warranty, isn't it? So
it is going to invalidate.
So probably won't. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
But it's going to be professionally done by people that know what they're doing, but who can't afford to buy a £4,000 worth of kit just to make the exhaust work. So
it made 197 last time, didn't it?
On this dyno, yeah. Oh, and we've actually, Mitch just chucked us an air filter in there as well.
Oh, legend.
Help it breathe a bit better. But I really want you to ride this bike.
I really want to ride it as well.
It's so good. It's so good, honestly. Just don't crash it, yeah?
All right.
So what have you just attached to there then, James?
Right, so here is our inductive sensor, and basically what that does is that picks up from the signal wire from the ECU to your ignition coil, and that basically gives our dyno software the RPM reading.
Right. So that's nothing to do with flashing the exhaust, flashing the ECU at this point. It's just
yeah, not at this point. Basically, all we're looking for here is an RPM pickup, just so when we end up doing your dyno runs and your dyno chart, we've got something to go off basically.
All right, sweet.
And you were saying this process normally could take anything up to a whole day.
Yeah. What we like to do.
Well, it's taking him 10 minutes to put the.
Just
the pressure.
I know. The thing is, we're trapping a single wire here going into the back of the ECU.
Crash damage. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's crash
so
damage.
Anything like that, we don't want to pinch that.
Yeah. So how long does it take roughly?
Any given bike for a custom map, we'll be looking at 3 to 5 hours.
Wow.
We get allocated the whole day. So if you can imagine, we start the bike up, get up to temperature, and then we'll basically work on the fueling from 5% throttle all the way through to 100% in 5 and 10% increments, just so we know that every single turn of the throttle, we know that the fueling is going to be absolutely spot on, burning at the ultimate performance ratio, basically.
So warmed up.
Yeah, she's warmed up, but out of interest, just how much power was she producing the last time you were here?
It was 197, wasn't it? 196, 197?
Yeah, we've got it on video. 197.
We'll put it here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, why was it?
Well, she's putting down over 199 today, so...
Wow.
And why did? But you also said that maybe because how we run it in and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, if you followed a good running process, and obviously if you're riding it hard from the get-go, an engine that's used harder will tend to loosen up quicker.
Right. Yeah.
It's not like it was on track straight away.
No, but it was up to temperature, and then once it's all up to temperature, after the first 100 miles, it's kind of get it, fucking give some fucking shit. Way. 199
199.
without being mapped, with just the slip-on on.
Yeah.
Slipping on.
Slip-on on. Okay. Well.
Slip it in.
And with a map then.
205
is
easy.
Will that increase the power dramatically, or is it more of a fueling curve thing?
Obviously, given the issues you've experienced so far, we're looking to really smoothen out that throttle response, and a lot of our work and time goes into the smaller throttle percentages.
Yeah.
So those tiny little increments, as you found when you're on the apex and you go to lift the bike up and get on the gas, that's where you want it to be smooth with no sort of jerky movements or anything like that.
Was the fuel air all over the place?
It's running a little bit lean in places.
Yeah.
But you'd expect that because obviously, they're looking to sort of bypass emissions and things
Was it
like
running
that.
lean on the left-hand side of the tyre, the last corner at Magello? Is that
Specifically lean
Yeah.
What was happening is the gases were coming out with a little bit of unburnt fuel in and just coating this side of the tyre.
Not the right-hand side, just the left.
No, it's
the
like
turbulence.
it's a vacuum.
Yeah.
Vacuum. That's what happens, particularly at that pasta-named corner.
Yeah.
Whatever it was called now.
I was lucky to stay on it.
Yeah. So now you're gonna do some stuff with some cables.
Yeah.
And the computer machine.
Yeah.
And
You just dump a base map in for the moment.
We can do,
Yeah.
yeah.
Rather than
let's do that.
In a real world, it would be full map from the ground up, but because you're going to be changing systems and performance filters and testing the water here, then everywhere, what we'll do is we'll put a base map in there, see how she's fueling, and then make sort of small incremental adjustments based on what we're getting from there.
Okay, cool. Makes sense. Well, we're going to get another coffee then, shall we?
Yeah.
There we go, 201. Okay, so our red dotted line here, that sort of indicates our ideal fuel-air ratio. And these little peaks and troughs, we start to lean off here, little bit rich here, consistently lean, again, a little bit rich, and then very rich towards the end there, but little tweak on the software. Hopefully we'll get this following this line here, and we'll have a much smoother throttle response and a cleaner power curve, and hopefully a few more bhp to add to our 201 there.
Meanwhile, I was upstairs having the unfortunate chat with Mitch about the bill for all of this, including the damage and anything else we need to get the bike running sweet. It was super handy to run through all these bits with someone on site who knows what they're talking about, so I highly recommend, if you're unfortunate enough to be in a situation like this where you need various bits, just go down to your dealer and work with them to sort it out. So thank you very much, Mitch and the boys at Crescent. Overall, the bill wasn't so bad, plus we had insurance with B-Moto. Right, let's get back downstairs and see what she's making. So James is finished now apparently, so he's done.
It's gone quiet.
He's gone quiet.
Yeah.
So hopefully he's put the map on and he's got some stuff to tell us.
It did sound quite poppy and banging when we were upstairs, so fingers crossed we're going to see some massive flames.
Massive
Pow.
piece.
Yeah?
Oh.
Well, even just with a basic map trim, got 206 at the wheel.
Round it up. Oh no, it's 206.
206.
6 British horsepowers. Wow.
And that's the link pipe and the can and the map.
Yeah. You have got a BMC filter in there as well.
Right, okay.
But
Wow. We got a lot of comments on the last one, like, oh, it's, there's no R1s that are that fast, but that powerful. But it definitely, I mean, the average on this dyno is what, 195?
yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's a good figure.
So.
And I mean, it's not like in Almeria we were overtaking Panigales.
Oh yeah.
Like no problem. So it's kind of backed up. The dyno sort of backed up our, what it says in real life as well. So a fair jump in torque as well. Yeah.
So okay, so what do we do now apart from go and ride it? I want to go and ride it now. I mean, it's still road legal as well, by the way. It's still in road trim, so I'm pretty sure you would have told us, and it's absolutely fine. But mechanicals, there's no issues, all running sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little slide off on it. Just fell over. Maybe that's why it's got so fast.
Yeah, because it's running on its side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just sort of shaved that, piston profile down a bit.
206. That's good. That is something to talk about, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like we can have 210 with full system, I reckon.
The length of the red line here is simply from where we've started taking readings from the chart. So we've started at 6,000 RPM here, whereas over here we started at 8.
Yeah.
But just for comparison as well, just like the fuel air ratio line.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, just very, very lean, sort of around the 10k mark here. Again, sort of just throughout your entire rev range, really.
Yeah.
Just a bit lean.
Well, yeah, that blip at 10k, that's what caused the spike in the throttle, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So then if we come back to put the full system on, not the hard work's been done, but it's ready to be
tweaked.
Yeah. I mean, contrary to what we were originally going to do, this is your very own base map for this bike.
With this exhaust, with everything on it.
Yeah. So as soon as you change any parameters, we can upload this file. It's for this bike. We know it's sort of matched to the engine, and then we'll just go from there.
And is there any other parts that would benefit us in terms of? I mean, we've done the air filter, but any sort of like velocity stacks and all that stuff, just forget about it for our level.
I was going to say velocity stacks have been proven to be the best modification in terms of power increase.
Right. Okay.
But they're quite expensive.
How much are they?
Off the top of my head, you'd have to have a word with the parts guys. Off the top of my head, they're about £3,000.
Oh right. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Can we make them?
Are they? They're not servo driven on this.
They are,
they?
yeah.
Or are they?
On this one, it is. Yeah. Not individually. They've got a bank of that go up and down.
Right.
So we probably couldn't make them.
You can try.
I've got some bog rolls in the van.
Yeah.
Okay, wicked. Well, mate,
Thank you very much.
that's
No
amazing.
worries.
Yeah.
Happy to help.
Yeah. Well, you've got a big smile on your face, so
Yeah.
that's good.
Well, I look forward to the reviews of after you've ridden it.
Yeah,
Do you know
no, I
what
can't
mean?
wait. Yeah.
Because if you're pissing past Panigales already, then
Yeah, with the standard, with the the weight. I mean, don't forget the weight as well. We've probably
Yeah.
lost 8 kilos.
We should weigh that. That's what we're going to do next time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll do that. Like a what are those fish weigher things? Because it's real.
Scales.
Not that they have. Oh, well, I suppose scales and scales.
Fish weighers.
Fish weigh. I'll have a set of fish weighers. No, but the ones that is like a hook that you put your shark on. Mate, thank you so much.
No worries, man. Pleasure.
Thank you, mate. Nice work.
Absolute pleasure.
Nice work. 206.
Well done.
Boom.
See you next time.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for
Cat.
Thanks for coming. Great. Oh, and so what we're going to do now is leave you with some sonorous tones of the R1, which is, let's face it, the best sounding.
Probably the
bike,
best, yeah.
with a nice system and some hopefully flaming
Memories.
memories. Ooh.